Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank Going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. I completely forgot how I did my intro. Almost. Right there. And in the last video, we checked out Maktar Nebula for the first time. We went to the right, and that got us to the jammer array, which we destroyed. And now we're going to go to the left. And this will probably take me a couple tries, just because of everything that I'm doing here. And don't be surprised if I die a couple times going through this, because one, this part can be a little tough, especially given what little I know about this game and what little expertise I have with it compared to the first game. And two, I'm trying to use the bomb glove. Not the bomb glove, but the gravity bomb. I keep calling the gravity bomb the bomb glove. I mean, it works like the bomb glove, but it's not the bomb glove. I'll be trying to level that up as best I can, too. And in my practice run for this video, I did manage to get the gravity bomb evolved. And it's definitely something I do want to evolve, especially at this point in the game. Then again, it's never too early to evolve anything, as far as the weapons go, the way I see it. Anyway, let's go ahead and go back to the vendor, and let's get some ammo to fill up the gravity bomb there, and I need to destroy that. Now, we're going in this direction now. There's some more slot machines over here, but there will also be some more enemies to deal with, and I will be blowing up the slot machines as I do all this. And now I'm getting shot at. Like I said, don't be surprised if I get myself destroyed here. Just like in the first game, there are infinite lives. Can't believe that worked. And I may get sent back to the beginning, and I may have to do stuff over again, but at least I'll have experience in case that happens. And with experience comes more health and a better idea of what to do. I say as I put money into these slot machines, hey, gravity bomb ammo. How are we doing on that? 4 out of 8? Yeah, I can refill pretty easily now. Still want to be careful, though. Don't want to get myself absolutely destroyed. If I could actually get some health out of these, which I can do, that would be great. I would like that. More than likely, I'm just going to get either more money or something that I don't really need. Or I just might get 3 bombs, which just blows up the... There we go. Nice. About to say, I may just end up getting 3 bomb icons, which will just blow up the slot machine and then just cause 2 enemies to just pop out of this thing. Like so. At least you can kill the enemies for experience. Especially for your weapon, should you have one that you need to evolve. I'm blowing you up. And I'm blowing as many of those enemies as I can up. Now those guys are going to try to shoot at me, but I can do that. I can get a little bit of experience out of that. Alright. Let's get all this money here and then drop down into this car. Thankfully, there's a platform at the edge there, so that doesn't kill me. Trying to get over there. And
You will automatically grab ledges if you jump up to them. To pull yourself up, press X. To drop down, press R1.
I didn't know about the R1 part until I did the practice run for this. As I was about to say, game, can you explain things here? Which it did, including the R1 part. So yeah, you can jump up with X, you can drop down with down and X or R1. Did not know about R1 being used for that purpose. That's actually kind of cool. Now before we continue, we want to leap up here. And I barely got over there. This leads to a platinum bolt. This is the other one in this area. And now that we have it, I need to switch to the heavy lancer. And I need to shoot my way out. Otherwise, things are not going to go very well. You actually have to do this because...
by jumping toward a wall and pressing X again as you hit it.
And there's the wall jump, which I explained. Just jump. Just try to double jump near a wall, and you'll do the wall jump. And you can keep pressing X once you get the timing down, so you can keep leaping back and forth between two walls to get to earlier points. Which is cool. Just like in the first game. As I was saying, I did have to shoot my way out of there because that little vehicle there, that thing is going to infinitely spawn enemies. And I did not want to deal with that.
To aim weapons more accurately, press and hold L1.
And it's a good thing I'm doing that because the gravity bomb, wow, the gravity bomb makes this part a whole lot simpler. I could have went down the stairs, but I didn't want to chance it. I just didn't want to mess this part up. And there's going to be more of these kinds of enemies here, and great. Well, again, we can shoot our way out. We can always get the experience that way. And here's an interesting place what we want to go to, assuming we don't die. Well, besides the vendor, there's also this area that we are about to enter, which is the battle arena. Let's go ahead and go in.
Is everyone ready for tonight's mega battle? Introducing from nowhere in particular, this guy. If he can make it past all of our gladiators, he'll take home this brand new Electrolyzer. If he can't make it past our gladiators, he'll receive a consolation prize. Let the games begin.
And it's time to fight some enemies. I'm going to get the heavy lancer ready, and I'm just going to plow through these guys for round one. Now there is ammo and health located throughout the arena. Be sure to use it whenever you need to. Not like I probably will, but you never know. Especially when these things are around.
Where did this guy come from?
And it's a good thing I'm seeing these things because I can easily smack them around with a wrench. And then we got more of these guys with the maces. Really? Alright. More oh, these guys can hit each other too. That's neat. Anyway, we got more of these robots for round 5, and you want to watch out for these fan blades because they can cut you. Also, the enemies here, at least those robots that I just shot down, they do have flamethrowers. Unfortunately for them, I have a real gun. And those guys are back from the jammer array section. And we just did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first and, well, only winner of the Gladiator Games, this guy. You're now eligible for a series. Come back and fight again for big cash prizes.
And because we survived, we have the Electrolyzer, which we can use very, very soon. Now, we can exit the arena, which is what we're going to do, or we can continue fighting to earn bolts. If we come back, we'll be able to tackle some challenges in the battle arena. And maybe fight some really powerful enemies. But for now, we're just going to leave the arena and use the Electrolyzer.
See you later.
And of course, you now have a shortcut to the battle arena. But we're going to have to use the Electrolyzer to open a path leading to the exit, which is right there. So the Electrolyzer, if you remember, what was it called? I know the thing that was in the... It was the thing that let you pick the locks in the first game. I can't believe I can't remember it off the top of my head. But this thing works quite like it. Just go up to one of these green things, and the game will tell you to use the triangle button to use the Electrolyzer. And if we do that, here's what we do. We need to flip the connectors with the circle button. And the little pulses of electricity have to go into the light blue parts of the connectors. If one runs into an end that isn't light blue, the minigame ends, and you'll have to do this over.
Hey, this would make a nice souvenir for Clank. Yeah! Hey!
You have no idea what you're involved in. Return to your own galaxy immediately, or this will happen to you. Or this will happen to you. Farewell.
Oh.
That was the thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video. Clank got clank-napped. And now we know that the masked thief has done it. And so does Ratchet. We also have some cool photos. Anyway, let us go ahead and use the Electrolyzer again. And this one will be a little more difficult. And yeah, you want to watch what you're doing. You can tell where you messed up by the little yellow pulse as opposed to all the blue ones. Thankfully, you can always pay attention to what you're doing. And once a connector is taken down, once a electrical pulse touches a connector, that connector disappears. You don't have to deal with it ever again, which makes it easier to get used to the timing of what you need to do to get past the Electrolyzer section. Something tells me that the Electrolyzer sections...
Want to earn lots of bolts? Visit the arena later for more battles.
Something tells me that the Electrolyzer sections are going to get a lot more interesting as we go further into the game. And now that we have found out that Clank has been kidnapped, we now have some coordinates. We can go to the Megalopolis in Endako to rescue Clank, but we can also go to Vukovar Canyon in Barlow, which we found about after destroying the jammer array. So we've got some decisions to make as to where we want to go next. And since I haven't played this past this part because I had no idea how long this is going to take. I'll probably make my decision in the next video. So, I might as well go ahead and play with the slot machines and see what we can do here. There is a skill point involving the slot machines where if you can get 3 bars and win 300 bolts from getting 3 bars, you get a skill point. And, well, so much for that machine, unfortunately. At least this thing can be pretty generous. At least the slot machines here can be pretty generous. Until they decide not to be. At least they give you cool things, and I guess I have nothing else to refill. And if you don't get 3 of the same thing, you just get nothing. Alright. Not getting much of anything here. I still want to see if I can get that skill point. And game really got my hopes up with that. Also, I don't know what the game is giving me. I know I don't have anything to refill. So why does it look like I'm picking something up? So this game, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm still a little... I guess you could say... a little more... Once again, I can't even English to save my life. I'm a little more cautious. I guess I could use that word. Just because, unlike the first game, I haven't played this thing through from beginning to end ahead of time. So as a result, I have no idea what I was doing earlier. And, well, I tried to get the skill point there, and unfortunately I couldn't make it work. At least I can go ahead and get some more money while I'm doing all this. I'm about to say, am I gonna hit that or not? And I believe... yeah, that takes me to the jamming array. That's the whole inspector area. And this leads to the jamming array, which I was at. And, well, I guess I might as well just go through here just to burn through a little more time. Get myself a little bit more money. Make it easier for myself to maybe get the blaze gun. Get that, whatever that gun is that costs $15,000. That way I can have a full arsenal for right now. And maybe do some cool stuff later on. Is there... okay, yeah, I destroyed that. Yeah, and this'll just take me back. And I still have a few more lampposts to destroy. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy them. And then I'm going to head back to the ship, save the game, and call it a video. Because I've been playing for about 20 minutes now. How am I doing on... yeah, I don't need to refill on anything for this. Alright. Let's go ahead and save our game. And then call it here. Join me next time where we go to a new area in Ratchet and Clank, going Commando. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!